Activist Ryan Easby, who claims to be a game journalist and has written for a number of video game outlets, has declared that Mark Kern, aka Grummz, should never know a moment of safety or peace in his entire life ever again. It's absolutely sick. It's repulsive. It's disgusting. And at the end of the day, it's evil. Before we get to this, I'd like to ask you, please hit that subscribe button, hit that bell for notifications so you don't miss any of our future videos here at the Trent Report. Wrote this up over at thatparkplace.com. And Easby has written for a number of outlets, including NME, PC Games N, The Escapist, The Gamer, Gaming Magazine, and others. And so just to kind of provide some context, his comments came in a back and forth between Alyssa Mercanti and Grummz regarding the Call of Duty transgender bullets. This is what Mercanti wrote in response to Grummz. She wrote this: Mark Kern is lying again. He's not. Here's the results of our testing. The skin on any gun other than the special edition M4 have regular bullets. The tracer rounds on the Soul Harvester blueprint seemingly unintentionally apply the skin to the bullets. At one point, only the pink from the trans flag is on them. Remember, it is Kotaku who claimed this was a bug, yet here we are seeing Mercanti confirm that it's not a bug, that it is available with the M4. In fact, we had this in their original article. Again, like I said, I've covered this. You can see the video here. But this is what Ethan Gott over at Kotaku wrote. The articles also was written by Mercanti as well. But Gott wrote this: Call of Duty didn't introduce this, though, talking about the bullets. Unlike all of the grifters clout chasing off the screen grab, anyone who actually investigated the source of the transgender flag bullets would have quickly realized they're seemingly isolated to one particular skin on one particular gun. So, therefore, they did indeed introduce it. They just introduced it to that gun. That gun is the M4 blueprint that players received after purchasing Modern Warfare 3. So clearly Activision did introduce the bullets on the M4 weapon. That is what they did. And they've done this in the past. There's Halloween-themed bullets as well. Kotaku doesn't talk about that at all. But they say that they did the research. They didn't. They have a bunch of videos that actually confirm what Mark Kern is saying, while accusing him of lying. They literally admit that what he's doing is the truth, but then they try and accuse him of lying. It's just absolutely bizarre. But unsurprising, right? That's what these people do. Their minds are so diluted, they can't see straight. But nevertheless, Easby reacted to Mercanti's post and accusing Grummz of lying by writing this: he should never know a moment of safety or peace in his entire life, I think. Grummz responded saying, dude, I tweet about video games. Why does this bother you so much? Again, this is absolutely repugnant. This is evil. This should not be tolerated. Unfortunately, on Elon Musk's X, it apparently is tolerated. I had someone send me a screenshot that they reported Easby's post for violence, and X responded saying it did not violate their terms. It's sick, man. It's sick that this stuff is allowed. This isn't the first time he's done stuff like this. He's called for violence against Grummz before. He did it back in April 9 here. He posted this: soft launching my campaign to kick Mark Kern in the balls. Kern said, this is not okay. It isn't. It is not okay. This is wrong. This is evil. This guy is clearly escalating the call for violence. He's now saying that he should never know a moment of safety or peace in his entire life. This is definitely escalation. That original call for violence was backed by a number of individuals in the video game industry. John Phipps, he's the host of Super Deluxe Games podcast. He says it's actually based. I donate. We got former Riot Games senior concept artist and current art director at Easy Games, Michael Marino. He wrote this: agreed, this is A-okay. Easby has been making unhinged comments about Mark Kern for a couple of months now. Back in March, he posted this: if there's one thing to take away from this last week, it's that gamers don't deserve video games. Just send them to a construction yard or something instead. On March 8th, he wrote this: it's weird. If you were truly based, you'd know it's unequivocally and provable that racism against white people doesn't exist, no matter how much of a mob of angry community noters want you to think. So the guy literally just believes in delusions. He says, you can't be racist against white people, pal. He said this a number of times. Oh, you silly. You can't be racist against white people. I see your mistake. March 26th. Here's one on April 5th. Alyssa speaks only the truth. You simply cannot be racist against white people, the dominant power in the world. That's literally not how it works. These people are all bought into evil ideologies. Their minds are infected. It's literally warped their morality. They don't understand right and wrong anymore because they're infected by the woke mind virus. He also heavily insulted Kern throughout the month of March and into April. He said, this Mark Kern is a failed games developer turned reactionary who wants to use the Sweet Baby Inc. coattails to reach popularity. I would not call World of Warcraft being part of the team lead of World of Warcraft a failure. Doesn't really make any sense to me. But he goes on and says he wants to use the Sweet Baby Inc. coattails to reach popularity. And what's wilder is that he's achieving popularity with the exact crowd he wants, bigoted gamers. So it's not just Mark Kern. It's anyone who opposes this evil woke ideology. Of course, uses the word bigot, doesn't even know what it means. It's ironic, right? These people use words that describe themselves. Because I guarantee you, he probably has issues with people of various religious faiths, which would indeed make him an actual bigot. On March 28th, he wrote this, Mark Kern is the stupidest person alive. That's all I'm saying. On April 1st, he accused Kern of, quote, harassing a journalist, as well as being a bigot and misogynist. He then called for his followers to report Kern. So you can see his posts here. He can pass off his bigotry, his misogyny as just an April Fool's joke, but people who aren't stupid know what it really is. This was when he literally posted an April Fool's joke, making fun of Alyssa Mercanti for constantly following and unfollowing him with like a save the date wedding invitation. It was hilarious. It clearly got under these people's skin. Got under Ryan Easby's skin for sure. Definitely got under Alyssa Mercanti's skin. On April 4th, he accused Kern of being directly responsible for an alleged DDoS attack on Compulsion Games. You can directly trace the current DDoSing of Compulsion Games back to Mark Kern and the Sweet Baby. They don't deserve this at all, and I hope the full force is brought down on the people who caused this. Meanwhile, much love to the staff at Compulsion for having to put up with this level of sheer harassment from idiots, bigots, and morons. There was no DDoS of Compulsion Games. Completely made up, completely fictional. Didn't happen. But doesn't matter. Pushing the narrative that they want to push, the lies that they want to push. And he continues to push that, and he's literally advocating for violence now. And Elon Musk and X are apparently okay with this. It's absolutely not okay. He should be banned from X. On April 9th, he wrote this. It's very funny that Mark Kern is trying to be the face of an entire movement, but in every single public appearance he's made since starting it, he's refused to show his actual face. Again, trying to go after Kern. The guy is unhinged. He's clearly escalating his rhetoric. He went from soft launching a campaign to kick him in the balls to now he does not want Kern to have a moment of safety or peace. I don't think it gets any clearer than that. That is a call for violence. A call for constant violence. And it's a shame that Elon Musk and the X Corporation are not taking action against this evil. They should. This needs to be opposed. It is wrong. But let me know what you guys make of this. Let me know in the comments below. Remember to always be charitable, especially to each other, but to always speak the truth.